Okay, so I had an idea because I watch a lot of Chandler Ansley. I love her, and Meg with Books, and both of them are doing like series vlogs. Like I just watched Chandler Ainsley do a vlog where she read all 3 of the Shadow and Bone books, and I just think that's so fun. So I was reading Caraval for another vlog, and I guess I'll keep that in that vlog, but I might move a bunch of stuff to this vlog because I'm basically binging the Caraval trilogy. Oh, the truck is telling me I need gas. I will get gas. I'm binging the Caraval trilogy. I'm on Legendary right now, and I like did a bunch of unboxing clips for Ballad of Never After, and I was gonna put it in my like finish 7 books with me vlog, but I feel like that's already gonna be a gargantuan vlog, so I might just move all of that to this, and it can be just a big Stephanie Garber vlog. Anyway, I hope that comes to pass. I guess you'll know whenever you see this. Anyway, bye. All right, I'm back with a more concrete intro to this video. Sorry, I had to scooch forward. So, I'm kind of disrupting a video I had where I was reading 7 books I'm in the middle of, but that is okay. So I decided to binge Stephanie Garber. Actually, let me go back. About a month ago, I read Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I own it, but a friend is reading it right now. Loved it. I bought the book, so like I had a feeling I would enjoy it, but I did not realize the depths of my passion that I would have for that book. I became obsessed. Look, it is there's a pen right here, so I'm going to play with it. It's definitely not a literary masterpiece, but let's be honest, none of my favorite books really are, except like The Vanishing Half, I guess. But I loved it. I think it's the most fun, whimsical, it's just everything I could want. It's so much fun, so creative. And I'd owned Caraval by her, which is Stephanie Garber's debut, for a long time, and I just never picked it up because I just thought it was gonna be something I wasn't really interested in. And Once Upon a Broken Heart surprised me so much, and I found out that they're connected. Like, you don't have to read this trilogy to read those, but I figured out that Jack's character in Once Upon a Broken Heart, the love interest, is in these books. And then somebody told me that they ship him with one of the sisters in this series, so I was just all types of interested, because obviously in reading Once Upon a Broken Heart, we know that I guess Jax doesn't get with her. I don't even know if it actually is a real ship, like if there's a love triangle or something, because I have read Caraval as well. I finished it in that I'm in the middle of 7 books video, and Jax is not in this first book. So my quick review on Caraval is I definitely liked it. It definitely has the same vibes as Once Upon a Broken Heart. Stephanie Garber definitely has a style she likes to write in that is very vibrant, whimsical, Alice in Wonderland-y, but actually in a way I like, because generally I really don't like that writing style, but I don't know. The way she does it, I just really like, even though I'm confused at times. I really have liked in both of her books these like grand reveals at the end where like everything's put together, and like what you find out at the end like makes the rest of the whole book make sense. And I understand why people wouldn't like that, because it's kind of a lot of like info dumping at the end, but I personally enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like a heist movie, like at the end where you like figure everything out. So I gave this 4 stars. Once Upon a Broken Heart got 5 stars. I definitely grew to like Scarlett and Julian the further we got into Caraval. Let me give brief synopsises about what each of these series is about. So Once Upon a Broken Heart is about a girl named Evangeline, and essentially she just wants to fall in love. Like, that is her main goal in life. She's pretty desperate. At the beginning of the book, she like used to be engaged to this guy, and then it fell through, and that guy's now with her stepsister. So she goes to Jax, who is a fate in this world. And Stephanie Garber, I feel like, isn't the world building type, which also I feel like could annoy people. Everything's just kind of whimsical and up in the air, but I don't really mind it. I generally need world building, but I'm like, it works with her style, I guess. So she goes to Jax, who is a fate, and she basically asks him for help stopping the love of her life's wedding. And then things go from there. All sorts of crazy things happen. And they get into all types of shenanigans. And it's just, like, that book really just knows what it is and how silly it is and leans into it. And I loved it. Caraval, at least this first one, was a bit more serious. Still had the whimsical aspect because there is this carnival, I guess, called Caraval. It's basically like a big show. It's like kind of like a play at the same time, and you're trying to like or like the American race. Like you're getting all these clues and you have to be the one that wins in order to get a prize. It's kind of vague, but intentionally. And Scarlett goes to Caraval kind of unintentionally, even though she's always wanted to go, but she ends up there kind of unintentionally, and her sister ends up being a part of the game, her younger sister, and she's very protective of her younger sister, who is Tella. So she kind of gets roped in against her will to try and help, or I guess find her sister and figure out what's happening with all that. Her love interest's name is Julian, who is just this guy helping her, a mysterious guy helping her throughout the game, and you figure out more about him in the game itself as you go through. I definitely didn't enjoy Scarlett and Julian as much as Jax and Evangeline because I loved the two of them so much. I definitely think Scarlett shares a lot of similarities with Evangeline, but I think they are different enough, but I just didn't quite like them as much. By the end of the book, I definitely like Scarlett a lot more. I definitely like them a lot more. I thought they were more interesting. But for most of it, I was just like, they aren't given the same as Jax and Evangeline. But all that to say, I still gave this 4 stars. I really enjoyed it, and I was excited to continue. So I kind of made an executive decision. So The Ballad of Never After came out on Tuesday, and my Barnes & Noble pre-order still hasn't arrived. I want to unbox in this video, and I'm now shifting. I had another unboxing for another edition I got that I'm shifting into this video. It was going to go in the other one, but here's a little preview. It's right here. This book came out on Tuesday, the sequel to Once Upon a Broken Heart, but I think I've decided that I want to binge the Caraval trilogy so I can understand everything about Jax before I read that last book. I know it's not necessary, but I don't know. I just think it would be neat. I think, because I'm pretty sure the Caraval books take place before. So I don't know. I just think it would be interesting. They might not, but I don't know. So I'm in the middle of Legendary right now, which is the second one. I decided to buy them all because I just know I already like this. I knew I was going to like them. So I'm only like, I have read a little bit more since this, but I'm like a little bit in. And this one is from, I think the entire book is from Tella's perspective, which is the younger sister, and kind of what she's gotten into. So this one, they're basically going to Caraval again, just in a different location. I'm picturing it kind of like the Hunger Games, where like there was the Hunger Games, and now this is like the special Hunger Games, like that it wasn't catching fire. Like this isn't a Caraval that normally happens, but of course, because it's a sequel, like it needs to happen again. So I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying Tella's voice. And then I also bought Finale by Stephanie Garber, which I'm pretty sure is from both Tella and Scarlett's perspective. So I'm very interested to see. So I'm going to binge all those. And then I think in this video, I also am going to read Ballad of Never After. I think my friends and I are reading this together because we read Once Upon a Broken Heart together. So yeah, okay. You're all caught up. And now I can just chat with you guys whenever I have updates on Legendary, which is the one I am reading currently. So yeah. Cool. All right, friends, I'm actually here with some exciting news. It's not my pre-order of not Once Upon a Broken Heart, The Ballad of Never After, but so I like pre-ordered the regular Barnes & Noble edition, and then I saw that there was an Owl Crate special edition, and I'm usually never one for special editions. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with the one I have. Not that I don't like all the cool covers and like sprayed edges and stuff they do, but I'm like, I'm not a huge money spender, generally. Spending money makes me anxious, so I usually am just like, I already own it, I'm okay. But my fiance surprised me and got the Owl Crate one, and it got here a day early. My actual pre-order isn't supposed to be here till Friday, but the book comes out tomorrow. But I get to show you guys, so I'm so excited. So it came with this cute little card And then it says the difference in covers, but the Barnes & Noble edition actually isn't black. I think it's purple. I'll let you know. They have a lot of different editions. And then it came with this cute bookmark that says, magic things always do that which they were created to do. And then the most important part, the book. Ooh, it's so pretty. I'm glad that they still made like all the spines match. I think all the spines are still purple to match the pink. The cover is so buttery and smooth. Also, I want to point out, I guess for the future, this Owl Crate edition was the same price as like a regular, like any other regular book hardcover you buy in the store, which I think is pretty cool because I feel like a lot of special editions or like box subscriptions like this kind of jack up the price. And like sometimes I get it because it is a special edition. They're like more effort was put in. I don't know why I did quotations. More effort in theory was put into like changing the cover, adding extra art. You know, these edges aren't sprayed when the edges are, but I just thought it worth pointing out that this was the price of like a regular hardback book. Anyway, so this is the different cover. And then my fiance's favorite part was the cute foxes on the end pages. I actually didn't check to see if the other end pages were the same. Yeah. There's Stephanie. I really like her. I've seen her. There was an interview in the back of the Carvel audiobook, and then on Instagram, she just seems to have the most bubbly, bright personality. Super sweet. She seems really sweet. All right, and then it is signed. Super exciting. I think this was added in because this page feels different. But I think that's always how they do it, right? Unless you like actually go meet the person. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm so sorry. So, all right, and then you flip it off. The reason I was interested in this edition was this art. Oh my god, it's literally so good. It's so cool. Oh, this artist is on Instagram. I think her name is Gemlin. Maybe it says Gemlin C. I follow her on Instagram. She does art for like ACOTAR, Zodiac Academy, all the big like popular TikTok romance books she does, and she's so talented. I really like her art. So yeah, definitely follow her. When I saw that it was her doing this, that's why I was like, I want it, even though I'll never see this because it'll be under the cover, but whatever. And then this says, happy endings can be caught, but they are difficult to hold on to. And I think it's so cute. Oh, so exciting. I'm so happy he got this for me. And it was a surprise. So yeah, I thought that was really nice. Yeah, and then, you know, when my pre-order comes in, I'll show you that one too. Show you the differences, I guess. But yeah, super exciting. I'm gonna go watch Schitt's Creek with my mother. Bye! It is late right now, but I don't care because I got back from my fiance's apartment to get this package. I won't show my address. That would be bad. So I thought I was gonna get this on Friday and get to take it this weekend. Not that I needed to, because I wasn't gonna get to it because, like I said, I'm reading the Carvel trilogy before I read these, but I'm so excited. Eek! Here it is. Oh yeah, I forgot that I got it signed too. And it's in purple. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Did they leave me a little note? Oh, there's just coupons in here. HelloFresh coupons are everywhere. I always forgot about that. This is just my receipt. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if there's anything special. This is so, both of my copies, let's go get them so I can see them together. They're both so like buttery smooth. Like, I don't know how they did that, but they're so nice. I don't think there's anything supposedly, so to say, I don't think there's anything special, but look. It says, the rise and fall of the Valors, beloved first royal family of the magnificent North. Oh, y'all, that's so exciting. I don't think anything else is going on. But that's okay, because I have the Owl Crate version 2 for that, you know. So I guess this is the Barnes & Noble edition, but I know like the regular version, the cover is black. So I don't know if that's just like another Barnes & Noble edition? Or what? I don't know. Let's see, is there like exclusive content? Okay, so this has the same exclusive chapter. So I don't know if it is an exclusive chapter or if it's just in all of them. Okay, let's see them together. Oh my gosh. This is so exciting. I've never really had special editions like this before. This is so exciting. I'll have to take a picture. I've seen Stephanie Garber, since I'm obsessed with her now, post like people posting like the books together. I have to think of something clever to like something cute and clever to post on my Bookstagram, which I hardly ever post on, but I feel like this warrants a good this is a good thing to post. It's a good occasion. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't speak. It's really late. I need to go to bed. Okay, wait, really quick. I'm gonna put this dust jacket on here and see what it looks like. 1 second. Actually, let's film it, because this could be interesting, because I'm gonna have to like, who do I want on the front? Who am I kidding? I want Jax on the front. Okay, let me. Okay, it feels a little loose, so I don't know if I am going to go for this on the dust jacket, but here is, you know, what it's kind of supposed to look like. I don't know, this could very well just be user error, but I feel like where it lines up, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's really loose, like, where it's lining up. So I might try and play with it. Maybe I can, like, hold on, I have another idea. Let's see if it's longer. No, it's not. God, am I just an idiot?
I really need to go to bed. Like, I should not. I should not be doing this. It is like 12 o'clock at night. And I have to get up for work, you know?
Did I fix it? Okay, I don't know. This doesn't look that good. I don't think I did a good job. I'm trying. But for now, I think I'm just going to put the other one back on. Because I'm feeling insecure. Okay. I tried. Now I'm feeling a little depressed. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll put it on over it. Okay, that's fine. For now, it's on over top. It kind of looks fun. Anyway, it's fine. Good night. Good morning. I thought I'd do a little Stephanie Garber update. It's not a huge update. I'm pretty much where I've been, but I'm dumb, guys. So I'm in the middle of Legendary. I'm only like a quarter of the way through, but my friends Erin, Kat, and I, the ones who have a little mini book club and who we all read Once Upon a Broken Heart together, and they wanted to start Ballad of Never After. So I'm confusingly reading these series at the same time, but I realized, and I'm a little bummed because my friend has my copy of Once Upon a Broken Heart, so I wanted to look at something in there. Maybe I can try and find a library copy or something. But there's a scene, and I'm so dumb, I didn't even realize it, in the first book with Donatella and Scarlet from the Caraval series. That's kind of a spoiler for this series, I now realize, but that's okay. I don't really care. Yeah, they have like a whole scene in the first book, and I guess I didn't recognize the characters' names. So yeah, I didn't put it together. So now I want to go back and I want to go back and find that scene and reread it. maybe after I finish this trilogy. I don't know. At some point, I want to reread that scene. But yeah, Legendary is good so far. I think I'm enjoying Tella a little more than Scarlet, even though I like Scarlet more. I don't know. I think I do like Scarlet more as a character, but this perspective has been really fun so far. So yeah, I'm about a third or quarter of the way through that, and I literally have only read like 5 chapters of Ballad of Never After, and I'm loving it. I love it. I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna get all confuzzled because I'm like reading these at the same time, and Stephanie Garber's writing is already like it's already a little confusing because it's so nonsensical in a good way, but you know, it is a little confusing. So we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely going to listen to a lot today because I'm driving a lot for work. I'll check in probably when I finish Legendary or when something fun happens in Ballad of Never After. So yeah, check in soon. Hello. You're propped against my stuffed whale. It's fine. Okay. Just wanted to do... Oh god, I really gotta go. Ah! No! I want to do a quick update because I listened to a lot yesterday. I broke, did I get to page 100? 94. It's actually working out. I'm not getting confused, which is good. And like, I feel like I was telling my, I was telling my friends yesterday that this feels like the Shadow and Bone trilogy to this Six of Crows, which I feel like there's been rumors circulating the internet that this is going to have a third book because like Stephanie Garber just dropped that she has news today. So I'll let y'all know. But like everybody, the way people are reacting to this ending, like I feel like it's a cliffhanger. So I feel like we got to have a third book. Anyway, it actually hasn't been as confusing as I thought. Like I'm actually kind of enjoying reading them together because like Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows, like you don't need to read the Shadow and Bone trilogy to understand Six of Crows, but it really helped me in relation to the world, if that makes any sense. Like in Once Upon a Broken Heart, as much as I love that book, I was like, I have no idea what this world is. Like, doesn't make any sense. I mean, and same with this one, but in Caraval and trilogy, it's actually kind of built up and you understand it more. So yeah, I listened to a bunch of this yesterday. I'm now halfway through. I'm really enjoying this one. More than Caraval, I think, probably just because Jax is in it, because I'm pretty sure Dante is the one that Tella actually ends up with. Obviously, Jax doesn't end up with her because he's in this duology, possibly going to be trilogy. And I don't know, Dante's like, I feel about the same as Dante as I feel about Julian. I think Jax is definitely the standout of Stephanie Garber's world and like of the love interest, because I have enjoyed all of her main characters. I like Tella, I like Scarlet, and I really like Evangeline. So yeah, I don't think I'll finish this today, but this is due back to the library in 5 days. Not this book, but the audiobook is due back in 5 days. So probably gonna listen to a good chunk of this, and then my reward has been this. So I've only listened to 94 pages, but yeah, it's going well. I'll let y'all know when I know about Stephanie Garber's news. Okay, I gotta go to work. Bye. All right, I've made some more progress. I'm not gonna go super in depth. I'm like, there's all these like extra content in the back of this one. So I have like that much left of Legendary. I listened to a bunch of that today. It is really good. I'm really enjoying it. I like Tella a lot. I think I like her and Scarlet equally, though Scarlet's being a little annoying in this book, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know how I feel about Dante. I feel like Dante and Julian both pale in comparison to Jax, but I don't know. I think I might like him a little more than Julian. We'll see. We'll see how this book ends. We'll see how I feel. And I'm hoping in the third book they get a little more interesting, or just like stop lying all the time and, you know, grow as characters. But I am still really enjoying it. It's at least a 4-star right now. Depending on the ending, it might go higher. And then I read like a tiny bit more about Ballad of Never After. I'm like third of the way through. I'm I'm loving it. And the big news was what I thought. It's that this is going to be a trilogy. There's going to be a third book, which is, I kind of assumed because I've seen a bunch of reactions to people who have finished this, and I think it's a cliffhanger. So not looking forward to that and waiting a whole year, but I am feeling pretty lucky that I just get to binge the rest of Stephanie Garber's books. So, waiting 1 year for one is, the least I can do. But yeah, I'm really excited for reading the rest of this. It's really good so far. Definitely, overall, I just like this series more than Caraval so far. But yeah, this is still good too. And I'm almost done. I'll definitely finish this by tomorrow. Maybe tonight, but probably tomorrow. All right, bye. Today has kind of sucked, but I finished Legendary, so that's been a good part of my day. I think in the end, I'm also going to give this one 4 stars. I know I said earlier I liked it more than Caraval, but I think it's on, even. I leaned you against my stuffed whale, and he was trying to get it in the camera. So I think it is on about the same playing field as Caraval. I think I like them about the same. I feel like Caraval had a more, well-rounded plot and structure, and this one was a little it was unique, and I feel like this one was a little more straightforward. But this one had Jax in it, which I loved. I think I enjoyed Tella and Dante a little. I don't know, I like Julian too, but both of them pale in comparison to Jax. He's definitely the most interesting love interest in Stephanie Garber's world. But yeah, I loved a lot of elements of this, especially it's kind of fun to be reading it with the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. We now know. I know I said that before, but it was interesting to learn more about the world and Jax in this book while I'm reading the other ones, and it makes it make sense. And I didn't get as confused as I thought I was going to, which was good. So yeah, this is a solid 4 stars. Not a new all-time favorite, but really solid. And I'm excited to jump into finale. I feel like this one does have the potential to maybe be 5 stars. I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I am excited. I only have this audiobook for 8 days, 8 more days. So we'll definitely be finished next week. And then I read a little bit more of Ballad of Never After. My friends and I are trying to read a little bit, we're just picking how much we read each day. This section I read today is a little slow. It got a little slower, but I feel like that's okay. We're just, building up for that climax. We're learning information, exciting information. Yeah, I have a third left. So exciting. My next update will probably be when I finish this bad boy. I'm excited. Yay. Hello, I just finished Ballad of Never After. I am pain and misery. Oh. The grip this series has on me. I feel like I am 15 again. And I am absolutely appalled that I have to wait a year for the third book. And the ploy that Stephanie tried to pull on us, making us think this was a duology with that ending. Are you kidding? Are you absolutely kidding, Stephanie? The 5 days that people had to wait who read this on release day before she announced it, I can't even really say anything about it. My only complaint is I feel like it meandered a little bit in the middle, but I loved it. Truly the love story for the villain of the series or whatever. I'm with it. I'm into it. Sometimes I wish he weren't so mean to Evangeline, who is the perfect cinnamon roll. I love her. I love that I feel like most of the time, YA protagonists are really stupid, but I feel and they're impulsive and rash. And I feel like she always has those tendencies and then thinks on it. Is no, I don't actually want to do that. That wouldn't be the right thing to do. She's just very honorable, I guess. I really like that about her. I'm emo. I don't know what to do with myself. Oh no. This is a 5-star book. Ow. Well, I guess the only cure is to read finale and at least figure out what happens in that series. God, why did I read this now? I have to wait a year. Oh, the pain. At least Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo goes out in January. That'll ow. That'll sate me. Because that's like my most anticipated book of my life. So maybe I'll make a reading blog for that as well. I need to go. I'm gonna insert a Snapchat I just sent to my friends I'm reading this with right here. So I hope you enjoy. I finished it. I'm unwell. I'm so glad I know this is a trilogy. If I thought this was the end, I would throw this book into a pond and let it sink to the bottom of the pond. I'm so stressed. Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything else. This is a 5-star read. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go now. I was supposed to like do a bunch of stuff and I just sat down here instead and read the rest of this. So hello. You're at my desk. It's been a long whoa, I slammed that down on my desk. Whoops. Oh, you can just see a buddy over there. This is gonna become a book and squishmallow channel. Anyway, so I have not updated you at all about my reading progress, but I'm almost done. I have like 50 pages left. 50? Yes. I'm on 420 and there's 470. So I have the 50 pages left. Thoughts. I wanted to update before I finished it because I had a lot of thoughts. I don't want to forget it. So I'm a little mad because this book is from both Scarlett and Tella's perspectives, but I feel like it is 70% Tella and 30% Scarlett, and I am enjoying Scarlett's chapters and like what she's doing way more because I've decided upon this book, I just like her and Julian way more than Donatella and Dante. There's other elements that are spoilery that I won't go into about their relationship, about Tella and Dante's relationship that I'm not going to go into. There are a lot of immortal characters or like ageless characters in this series and in Once Upon a Broken Heart as well. All the love interests are ageless and all of, the main characters, the girls, well, there's girls or mortals as well, but our main characters, Scarlett, Donatella, and Evangeline in Once Upon a Broken Heart are all like regular human mortal women. So here's my issue. I feel like obviously there's a lot of flaws with the human immortal, like ageless pairing in general. I feel like there's a lot of criticism for like vampire novels, but I eat that shit up just like a lot of the rest of us. So it exists. I love Akatar as much as the next bitch. It's fine. My book has a vampire in it falling in love. Whatever. It exists in the world of young adult fiction, right? But I feel like a lot of the time why it works is because that character, the one that's immortal, still acts like the age they're at, if that makes any sense. Like, and it happens in these books as well. Like Julian and Jax, they both act their age, if that makes any sense. Like Julian, even though he's been living forever, he acts like a impulsive, stupid, teen. He lies a bunch in the beginning. I mean, I really have ended up liking him because I feel like he is a pretty well-rounded character. So I feel like it works. Jax is a douchebag. Obviously, he's like the villain in a way of this trilogy. I haven't finished this trilogy yet, but he's not been great in this book especially. But he acts like, a spoiled brat teen. But Donatella's love interest, especially in this book, not as much in Legendary, I feel like he's rolling around acting like a grown-ass, like, 4-year-old man. Like, I don't know why exactly I'm getting that feeling, but one, I just don't think I like his character as much, especially in this book. And two, I don't know, he's just so, like, I feel like he's just acting way older than her. And I don't like it. I don't like the vibes. I don't like their relationship. I don't think it's a healthy relationship. You know, Like, I think Scarlett and Julian, their relationship was a little dramatic, and that was a bit annoying, but I think it's a healthy relationship. Obviously, Evangeline and Jax isn't exactly healthy, but, like, Stephanie Garber is going... she's trying to do, like, the villain with the hero with Dante and Tella as well. And I was going to say, she's kind of going with the villain and the hero with Evangeline and Jax. But I think it works way better with Evangeline and Jax. I feel like in here, it just doesn't work as well. Like, I just am not... like, Dante is boring. I'm sorry. Like, he has no personality. He's not even in this book very much. Like, I mean, he is in the book, but, like, I feel like he has no personality. So, yeah, that's kind of a bummer. And most of the book is just Tella talking about how she's, like, in love with him, but shouldn't be in love with him, and he can't love, and blah, 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 blah. I'm fucking tired. I mean, I know she's going to end up with him, obviously, because there's, like, this love triangle between her and Jax and Dante, and it's obviously going to be Dante, because Jax is acting like a shithead this entire book. I mean, so is Dante, though. I'm like, girl, pick somebody else. Like, neither of these guys are the one for you. Like, Lord. Like, I understand why Julian and Scarlett are together. Like, I get that pairing. So I wish I was seeing way more of them in this book. And I'm frustrated. Like, this whole, I tabbed a scene with Scarlett and Julian that was great. Like, I loved it. There have been some really interesting scenes with Jax and Tella, even though I don't want her with him. I feel like those scenes are interesting, and her scenes with Dante are just not interesting to me. So, yeah. The world building is pretty interesting in this book, though. Like, the story is still interesting. I'm very curious how exactly it's going to end. I still like the concept. Like, the way the book is split up, I like, because it's the beginning, the middle... and then right now we're in the almost ending. And then there's going to be, I don't want to look at that. The true ending. So, like, I like that, and then encore. Like, I like that concept. Like, that's fun. I'm enjoying that. But, like, the structure of the book is fun. Like, the story is creative. Stephanie Garber's writing is creative as always. But just the relationship between Tella and Dante. I know I keep harping on it, but it's not, like, it is the backbone of basically the second two books in this trilogy. Like, Legendary and this book have a lot to do with Tella and Dante, and I just don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry. But I have, like, 50 pages left. I'm going to try and listen to the rest of the audiobook, like, right now, because it's due in 2 days, and I won't be able to listen to it this weekend because it is my fiance's birthday today. So I'm driving up to his apartment in, like, an hour. I'm hoping if I don't finish it right now, I can finish it on that drive. It has to happen today. So either I'll finish the audiobook or tonight I'll read the last 50 pages because her books do go pretty fast. At least when I binge the rest of Ballad Never After. Yeah, and then I think it'll be fun at the end of this little video, I'll rank all the books. All right. Peace. Hello, my bookshelves are in such a bad spot to film anything. But here we are in front of my Stephanie Garber books. I'm going to pull them out. Again, I loaned Once Upon a Broken Heart to a friend, so I don't have that one with me. I finished Finale just now. I ended up just sitting and drawing and listening to the rest of it. So, I think this is going to get a 3.5. It's probably my least favorite of the trilogy itself. There were a lot of elements I liked, like I'm glad Scarlett and Julian were in this one more. I like Jax and his nefarious schemes. But most of this book is about Tella and Dante, and I just didn't really care. But again, it's still a 3.5. I did have a few parts I really, really enjoyed. I feel like I wanted more, like I liked the story itself. Like the arc of the story I thought was really interesting and well paced and like well realized. But I just didn't really give a crap about what Tella and Dante were doing, which is a major part of this book, which is why I took away a 1.5 stars. But yeah, I pretty much said everything I wanted to in the clip before this. But I did like the ending. I felt like it was satisfying. I knew it was going to happen to Scarlett and Donatella because of Once Upon a Broken Heart. But that's okay. It was cool to still read about how they got there. And yeah, let's rank them and wrap up this video because I'm sure it's very long. So, all right. Let's do this. Let me think about this. Okay. I feel like it's obvious just in the way I've talked about them, but this is kind of my ranking. Finale is definitely at the bottom. I do think I ended up liking Caraval a tiny bit more than Legendary, but these two are pretty much equal. I think the arc of Caraval is the best out of the three of them, but I really enjoyed the introduction of the Fates in Legendary, and I enjoyed Tella and Dante more in Legendary than I did in Finale. And I like all the plots are really great in the trilogy, but Caraval has the best, I think, overall plot and like mystery to it. And then I think I like Once Upon a Broken Heart a tiny bit more than The Ballad of Never After, so it would go up here. Because while the ending of this one is catastrophic and ruined my life, and it was great, and there was a lot of reveals in Ballad of Never After that were like, oh, so good. I think the middle part, I think this one was a little repetitive, especially in the middle. But Once Upon a Broken Heart wasn't. And it had that vampire scene, which just was so good. So, yeah, overall, 3.5, 4, 4, 5, 5. So, overall, Stephanie Garber is a win. Is a big win. I definitely did not enjoy... Oh, now they're in backwards order here. I did not enjoy this trilogy quite as much, but I'm glad I read it. I did. Overall, this is like a 4-star series for me, which, is a success. And this gives a lot of background knowledge that I'm really happy I have to make Once Upon a Broken Heart and The Ballad of Never After like even better. And I read, so in the back of Finale, it has this cute little it's the scandal sheet about like what Stephanie Garber's up to next, and it kind of hints at the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, and I'm so happy she went in that direction because it says that she also has ideas about Donatella's daughter, Paradise Lost, and Legend in the early days of the Caraval, not Carnival. And I'm like, I don't really care about any of that. So I'm glad she went in the direction of making a trilogy about Jax. So yeah, again, solid 4-star series. Happy I read it. Liked it way more than I thought I was going to. Like I said, I owned this for so long and I had no interest. So I'm glad that, this got me into it. I'm excited. And, this is like good shit. It's not literature, but it is good shit. I am so excited for book 3, which this just came out, so the pain of waiting. But anyway, let me put them all back and we can look at them all together here. Woo! Wait, are they all gonna fit? Oh yeah, it's fine. When I get Once Upon a Broken Heart back, we might have to rearrange, but oh, look at that. They look so nice together. Yay. Hooray. Oh, let's push those back. All right, anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this kind of new fun thing I did with this video. I had a lot of fun. I think it'll be fun to kind of look back on this if I decide to rewatch this footage and see all my thoughts like as I'm reading a series. It was fun to binge it. It feels great to like have like kind of binge a trilogy and like have a whole series finished. I think it's great. Little preview, I'm also making a video where I read the Dreamer trilogy by Maggie Stiefvater. I've like read maybe a chapter of Call Down the Hawk, but yes, expect a similar video coming soon because I have to finish those before I see Maggie Stiefvater at the end of the month. So yeah, expect that, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.